Hi, everyone. Welcome to Three Reasons Why Your Business Needs a Mobile-Friendly Website and Best Practices for Creating One. We'll get started here in just a few minutes. We've still got a lot of people joining in. And so now's a great time if you need to finish up any last-second emails or get a drink of water or anything like that. Great time to do it, and we'll get started here in just a few minutes. Thank you. Hi, everyone. Welcome again to Three Reasons Why Your Business Needs a Mobile-Friendly Website and Best Practices for Creating One. If that's the presentation you were looking for, you're in the right place. And we're just waiting. We got a number of people here still logging in, so we're just letting everybody get in and get settled, and we'll get started here in just a minute. Okay, let's go ahead and get going, everybody. Thank you very much for joining my presentation here today. I appreciate you taking the time out of your busy schedule. Today, we're going to cover three reasons why your business needs a mobile-friendly website and best practices for creating one. We'll get you in and out here in under an hour. I want to be respectful of your time. And just a few logistics things here to start with. One, if you hover your mouse over the actual presentation that you see here, on the lower right hand side, you'll see a little box that if you click on, it will expand the view of this presentation into full screen mode. So it's probably easier for you to see the slides that way. So again, just hover your mouse over the actual image of the presentation. You'll see it there and go ahead and expand it. You can just hit the escape key to put it back into the original size at any time. Next, I will take some questions at the end of this presentation. So any questions that you have during the presentation, please go ahead and just type them into the Q&A box that you see below this presentation. And I will do my best to answer them at the end. If I can't answer them for whatever reason here today, then I'll get back to you, or a member of my team will get back to you here just in the next 24 hours. Okay, and finally, I will be recording this presentation, and I'll get a recording out to you here in just the next 24 hours or so. So if you have, any additional questions or want to just review the material, or don't have time right now or ability to take, serious notes, no problem. You're going to get a recording, and you'll have a chance to go through the content again. Okay? So thanks again for joining me, and here we go with three reasons why your business needs a mobile-friendly website and best practices for creating one. In today's presentation, we're going to cover, first of all, what is a mobile-friendly website, why your business needs one, best practices for creating one, and then just some key takeaways to sum it all up. So, Act 1, what is a mobile-friendly website? Well, let's take a look here. Can you spot the difference between a mobile-friendly website and a standard website as to how it appears on a mobile phone? So it's pretty obvious, I think, the differences here. If you look at the site on the left versus the site on the right, the site on the left is a mobile friendly website versus the site on the right is how their standard website would look without it being adjusted for the mobile phone. So you can see the site on the right, lots of information there, very difficult to read. The text is very, very small. If I told you to find their number or to order a pizza, on that website, it would be very difficult to do. Versus the one on the left, it's very clear and easy. You can see you've just got a handful of options there, and it's nice big buttons to press to take you to the most important features, right? Ordering from their menu, getting coupons and promos, finding a store, tracking your order, and logging into your account. Those are pretty much the only things that you would want to do if you're visiting the Domino's Pizza website. Okay? So that's the difference between a mobile-friendly website and a standard website. The mobile-friendly website takes into account the fact that you are on this small phone, that you've got this small interface, that you don't have a keyboard, that you have to use your fingers to press on the things that you want to want to take action on the website. So and the fact that obviously it's difficult to read very small text. So the mobile friendly website is very, very efficient in communicating to you exactly what needs to be communicated to you, and also very efficient in allowing you to do what you need to do on that website. And there's not a lot of extras to it, right? There's no fluff, there's no additional details beyond really just what you need. But that's what's important. A mobile friendly website, again, takes into account that you're on your phone and you're on this small interface. All right? So now it's actually more than just mobile phones. There's lots and lots of mobile devices out there now, all kinds of different types, and they're getting to be more and more every day, right? There's tablets, there's the smartphones, there's the readers that now have internet access. There's just lots and lots of options. And what you want to do is you want to make sure that you have a website that is compatible for these different devices so that no matter what people are using, they're able to access the information that they need and take the actions that they want to take on your mobile site. So, one thing I want to make sure that is clear, you've probably heard about mobile websites and you've probably also heard and experienced apps, right? Well, don't be fooled, this is not an app. Okay, an app is actually a piece of software, a software application that has to be downloaded to the device. So if you have a smartphone or an iPad or anything like that, I'm sure you're very familiar with, downloading apps like Angry Birds or, Yelp or things like that, very popular apps to your phone. That's a piece of software that you have to make a conscious decision to download to your device, and they're usually specific to the operating system of the mobile device that you're using, right? So there's a different app for your iPhone versus a Google Android device if you were using one of those. Okay? Now, mobile websites are different. Mobile websites do not need to be downloaded. There's nothing to download. It's just a website that is designed to display properly when it's being viewed in a mobile site or on a mobile device. So just like when you're sitting down on your computer and you pull up you pull up a website, you do the same thing on your mobile phone, right? You pull up websites on your mobile phone. So this is just a website that is designed to look right on that mobile phone or other mobile device that you may be using. Okay? So I hope it's clear that that's what a mobile-friendly website is. That's how it's different from an app. And again, it's all about tailoring the presentation of that website to the specific interface that is being used by the mobile user. Okay, Act 2, why you need one. Mobile is taking off like a rocket. As you can see in this chart, it really is amazing. I mean, global mobile traffic growing rapidly to 10% of all internet traffic. So it's growing very, very quickly, and I think this is probably pretty apparent to any of you that have smartphones and have iPads. These devices are things that we're carrying around with us all day long, and using more and more and more to find information and communicate with others and even just, play games and listen to music and things like that. Um, it's amazing how much I am on my smartphone today. I mean, I have it with me all day long and I'm using it pretty much constantly, it seems like, and many people are. So mobile traffic is really just growing like crazy. Um, and particularly when it comes to local traffic, okay, local internet usage, mobile is on track to really dominate. You can see the mobile line there is the kind of maroon colored line that is quickly, as you can see, overtaking the yellow line, which is desktop internet traffic. So I mean, I think that this makes a lot of sense if you think about it. So when I'm saying that local traffic, mobile is dominating local traffic, what I mean by that is traffic for people that are looking for information or services or businesses in their local market. So if you are looking for the restaurant to go eat at, or the location of the nearest gas station, whatever it is, those local businesses, you tend to be looking from a mobile device more and more often. Because when you're looking for a restaurant, you're oftentimes out and about, in your car or walking around or whatever it is, looking for the closest restaurant. And so you're using your mobile phone or other mobile device to find information about the restaurants nearby. So local traffic on mobile devices is just exploding. And, I think that that's the thing that's really, really important to understand. Most of you watching this have some sort of business that is primarily local in nature, meaning that you sell to consumers or other businesses in your local geography versus selling to people across the world. Not all of you, but many of you. And this is really, really important to understand that if you are a local business and you are not marketing to the mobile consumer specifically, then you are going to start to miss out on a lot of business. Now, the exciting thing here is that mobile searchers take action. 9 out of 10 mobile searches lead to some sort of action, whether that's downloading a coupon, filling out a form, or making a phone call. And over half of those lead to a purchase. So mobile searchers tend to be searching because they really are looking for something or want something, okay? If you're going to go through the effort of looking for something when you're on this tiny little interface on your phone, it's because you're pretty determined to find something, okay? So that's why 9 out of 10 mobile searches lead to some sort of action and over half lead to a purchase. So these are the consumers that you're looking for. These are the people that are ready to take out their wallets and buy. Okay? Now, buyers are getting picky though. Okay? They expect you to have a good mobile site. They expect you to have a site that is easy for them to use. And this is an infographic here from Google. You can see on the left, 67% say that a mobile friendly website makes me more likely to buy a product or use a service. 67% said if you have a mobile friendly website, they are more likely to buy a product or use a service. Versus 61% say if I don't see what I'm looking for right away on a mobile site, I'll quickly move on to another site. Okay, this is absolutely critical to understand that consumers more and more are expecting that businesses have adapted along with them. They're using smartphones, they're using other mobile devices, and they want the businesses to adapt with them. If they do, they give them their loyalty. If they don't, they tend to move on very quickly to your competition. So if you don't have a mobile friendly website, you are giving up business today to your competition, and you will be giving up more and more of it at an accelerating rate into the future. Now, unfortunately, I know that the far majority of you do not have a mobile friendly website, and maybe all of you, only 26% of local businesses have a mobile friendly website, right? So, we're still in just scratching the surface in terms of getting mobile websites into the hands of the majority of businesses. So you need to get one in order to reap the benefits, okay? 84% of local businesses with a mobile-friendly website see an increase in new business. So you've got to get that mobile website going and take advantage of all of that mobile traffic that's out there. All right, so let's quickly recap here why you want to have a mobile website. Having a mobile friendly website means standing out from the crowd because, again, only about 26% of small businesses have one. So you can really stand out and take advantage of snagging a lot of that traffic that's out there. You're giving consumers a better user experience with your brand and with your site. You can demonstrate that you're a professional company, that you're investing in keeping current by having that professional presence out there, getting a lot more traffic and a lot more sales. So the question is, of course, why wouldn't you have one? Right? There are way, way, way too many benefits to having a mobile friendly website today. It just does not make any sense for you not to have one. All right. So, Act 3, let's talk about creating your mobile website and some best practices for doing so. First is use what's called a responsive design. Okay? A responsive design is essentially a technology, a website technology that automatically adjusts your website to the device that it's being viewed on. Okay? So, if you design a responsive website for your for being viewed on a computer, well, that same website will be able to be viewed appropriately on a mobile phone or on a tablet or a reader or any other type of device because the software that that responsive site is built on is responsive to the device that is viewing it, and it adjusts automatically, taking into account what it knows about that device and the size of the screen and the browsing speed and things like that. So the advantages of this are a couple of really big ones. One is that it does automatically adjust. Okay, if not, what you have to do is you actually have to build a separate site for every type of device that's out there that you want to present your website to. So you would have to design a different site for your iPhone than you would for somebody who's on a Kindle. Okay, because those devices have different interfaces. With a responsive design, you just create one site, and again, it automatically adjusts. So obviously, that's a huge time saver and big reducer of headaches. The other really, really important thing here then is now you only have one site to update, right? You can make all of your changes to one website, and those changes will automatically be reflected no matter what type of device is viewing your site. So having a responsive design is critical. There are still some businesses that it makes sense to actually develop individual websites for individual devices. Those are those are businesses that are doing a tremendous amount of sales through mobile consumers. If you're watching this presentation, having a responsive design will be fine for you. Okay, so highly, highly recommend using a responsive design. Next is to just keep it really simple. Okay, remember that the viewers of your site are on a small device, and they're oftentimes on the move. Unfortunately, but reality is, unfortunately, that they are oftentimes driving their cars while looking at these sites. They're walking while looking at these sites. So you've got to keep it simple. You've got to make it easy for them to find and access the information that they're looking for. So the way you want to do that is you want to make the most common requests really front and center on the site, right? So here we're looking at a mobile website for Chicago Prime Steakhouse. And you can see right up the top there, the very first button is their phone number. And if you press that button, your phone will dial the restaurant automatically. The second one is map my location. So where am I in relation to the location of this restaurant and how do I get there? Okay, as you can imagine, somebody searching on their mobile device, these are the two most common uses of that website, right? They're looking for a phone number or they're looking for the location of the restaurant. Next up is menu. So I want to take a look at the menu to determine if this is a restaurant I want to go to, specials, about us, and contact us. So these are the most common things that somebody searching for a restaurant on a mobile website is looking for. And they've done a very, very nice job of just limiting the content that's on this mobile site to the bare necessities, because people don't browse a restaurant's website on their mobile phones, to spend 15 minutes looking around and reading about the restaurant and looking at all the, pictures of the restaurant. They're just looking for the simple information to contact the restaurant, to look at the menu, to find out where its location is, right? Those are the most common uses. So keep it very, very simple. Number three, design for fat fingers. Okay, and I don't mean that in any way disrespectful. Fat fingers, we just say, that's what we call, our fingers when we're trying to punch in, text on our phones and we're goofing up over and over again. We call it fat fingering, right? Well, you've got to design your site for fat fingers. You've got to make it just very, very easy for somebody to quickly click on things and easily click on things using their fingers to access the information of the services that they're looking for. So you can see here, this is a site for the marketing machine, and you can see a nice website on the computer there that has been modified for a mobile device, and you can see how simple they've made it, right? 3 big buttons: contact us, portfolio, and services, and in the upper right hand corner there is the phone number, which you can just click on as well. So big buttons, single columns of information, keeping plenty of space on the site so there's not too much information, so it's not too crowded. And a really, really important one, using drop-down menus instead of forms to fill in. Okay, don't ask somebody to fill in a long form on your website, because, punching in information on those little keyboards using your thumbs, using your fingers, is not easy to do. So don't have huge forms that people need to fill out on your website. Make it super, super simple. Okay? Designed for fat fingers. All right, number 4 is to measure and test. Measure and test. All right? Um, so, the beauty of doing anything online, and maybe the scary thing, depending on who you are, is that everything is very, very measurable. You can get data about everything online, about what people are doing when they're visiting your site, how long are they there, what kind of device are they visiting from, what actions did they take. So you want to use that information to your advantage. First, by determining what most of your visitors are using in terms of a device, right? So you can see here the top mobile and tablet devices: iPhone at 55%, iPad at 38%. Um, you know, you want to know what people are using to access your particular website, right? And you'll see from industry to industry, from market to market, pretty big variations in these numbers. And then you want to make sure that you are designing the experience to make it optimal for that particular device. Okay? You want to make sure that the layout of your site and the interactions of your site are designed really effectively for that particular device. And then finally, you want to test your site on the most common devices pretty frequently. Okay, so get the iPhone, get the iPad, get an Android, and have your friend that has the Android, if you have the iPhone or whatever, pull up your site for your business. Once a month, take a look at it, make sure everything works properly. Just because you want to make sure that everybody's having a positive experience on your site. And again, it's so easy to do. We can measure and test everything online now. So there's analytics packages that are specific to mobile, so you can get just all kinds of really, really great data about what's happening on your site, who's visiting it, what kind of experience are they having, and use that information to your advantage. Okay? So Act 4 here, let's talk about key takeaways. It's time to go mobile. If you haven't yet, it's time to take action and jump into mobile with both feet. Everything, every bit of data, every trend shows that mobile is just on fire, and it's obviously not going away, right? We love our mobile devices, we love our smartphones, we carry them with us everywhere. There's new devices, new tools, new technology, new software, new services being developed all the time that make mobile devices just an even more sticky and integrated part of our lives. So you need to start targeting those mobile consumers and making sure that your site is relevant and friendly to those mobile consumers, okay? Don't let them down. Now, by doing so, now you can stand out as a leader in your space, okay? Because there are only about a quarter of businesses that actually have mobile websites now. And many of those are not even, good mobile websites. They're not designed effectively. They're not optimal. So, you have a real opportunity to jump into the marketplace and demonstrate your leadership and get a head start on the competition. You want to make it as easy as possible for your visitors to take action. As I mentioned before, mobile searchers are action takers. Okay, 9 out of 10 lead to some sort of immediate action. So you want to make that as easy as possible for them. Okay, have big fat buttons for the most common actions and just make it super, super easy. And finally, keep it simple. Okay, and it goes back to the previous point. Just have very simple big buttons, single columns, no forms to fill out, make it very easy to find your phone number and click on your phone number. You just want to make the experience as simple as possible. But it's time to go mobile. Now is the time to jump in, like I said, with both feet and make sure that your business has a mobile friendly website and mobile friendly experience for your consumers. Okay, so quick presentation there, but I hope you got the key points that you're looking for and you understand now why it's critical to go mobile and the best practices for doing so. I'm going to go ahead and take a few questions here. And I just want to say before I do that we're here to help. This is what we do for a living. We help local businesses in particular take advantage of a variety of marketing strategies and techniques to make sure that they're getting a consistent flow of new business, of new customers, at their business. So if you're interested at all in a mobile website or in fact any other form of online marketing in particular, we'd love to help you. We'd love to answer your questions and we'd love to see if there's a good fit to potentially work together. So do feel free to get in touch. We'd love to hear from you. Let me just go ahead and get a sip of water here real quick and I'm going to answer some of these questions for you. Okay, first question here is from John. John says, we have we have a mobile app for our business already. Do we still need a mobile website? Yeah, that's a great question, John. Thanks for asking that so I could clarify that. Yeah, if you have a mobile app, you really, really do still want to get a mobile website. The reason why is, again, keep in mind that the mobile app has to be downloaded to a device. So somebody has to make the conscious decision to say, yeah, I like this business enough and I like this app enough that I want to go ahead and download it to my phone. Okay. That's that's a couple of steps that somebody has to take. And that's typically only somebody that's already familiar with your business that's going to do that, right? So it's your current customers that are going to do that, which is why apps are actually a very, very good way of keeping in touch with current customers, right? Because you've now got this kind of Trojan horse on their device. But really, what a mobile site is so important for is for being there and providing the information necessary when somebody new is looking for your business, right? When a new prospect or customer is out there searching for that restaurant to go to or the local dry cleaner or where's the gas station or whatever it is, um, then that mobile site is what comes up in the browsers when they're searching. So yeah, it's absolutely critical that you also have a mobile site. Let's see here. So Sharon is asking, is there any hosting or ongoing costs associated with a mobile website? Yes, Sharon, there is. So yeah, typically what you're going to have is you're going to have a hosting environment for that site. And you're also going to have, oftentimes what you're going to want to have is an agreement with some sort of service provider to provide some sort of ongoing maintenance and updates to that site for you. Um, and these things aren't horribly expensive at all. But the hosting is necessary, obviously, to make sure that that site is, up online and available in the search engines. But the maintenance plans that go along with it, you're going to find that there's little changes that you want to make to the site to make sure the information is current. Um, Depending on your business, you might want to frequently rotate out like different offers on the mobile website for like coupons and things like that. So having a relationship with somebody like us or another service provider that can do those changes for you, that often comes with just some sort of simple maintenance agreement. Okay. Um, let's see here. Another question. Let me just make sure I understand this. Oh, okay, I get it. So this question is there anything unique to try to get your, is there anything different about trying to get your mobile website to rank well in the search engines versus your regular website? Um, that's a really good question, and the answer is yes. There are differences there. So um, first of all, is having a mobile friendly website. Okay, Google can tell if your website is designed for mobile or not very quickly, right? So Google and the other search engines will say, okay, if you have a mobile friendly website, I'm going to rank you higher than the other sites in your category that do not have a mobile friendly website when somebody searches with a mobile device, right? Because they want to provide the best experience to their searchers. Okay, so if they can deliver a mobile optimized site, a mobile friendly site to the searcher, then they're going to do that versus a site that is not mobile friendly or mobile optimized. So yes, so that's the first factor, right? Obviously, it's just making sure that you actually have a mobile friendly site. Um, because your regular website, just to make sure this is clear to everybody, your regular website will still show up in mobile searches. It will just be a mess. It will look bad. It won't be friendly. It will be a bad experience for that searcher. And the search engines don't like that. So if you have a friendly site, if you have a site that's actually designed for mobile, then they will rank you higher. Okay? And then, yeah, there are other factors, and search engine optimization or SEO is a pretty big topic. So, not to go into the details here to a huge extent, and I'm happy to talk to anybody about this offline if you want to get in touch and have a conversation about your particular issues. But um, there's all kinds of factors about how that site is optimized, how it's tagged, what's the content on that site. Um, Even things like where is it hosted, how fast does it respond when somebody searches. Those are all factors that go into ranking, and I'd certainly be happy again to dive into a much deeper conversation with anybody about that particular topic. Um, and then somebody asked, do we develop mobile-friendly websites? Yes, absolutely. We develop mobile-friendly websites and provide ongoing maintenance services and strategy services around mobile websites, around reputation management, getting you more visibility in the search engines through a variety of tactics, email marketing, SMS marketing. So we have a variety of services that we can help you with, and certainly we'd be happy to. So on that note, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. I told you it'd be short and sweet, and I want to get you guys back to work. So thank you very much again for joining me here today. And if you have any additional questions, if you'd like to talk about how you can take advantage of mobile at your business, we'd love to have a conversation with you. And all of our contact information is around this presentation. So please do just get in touch, and we'll look forward to speaking with you.